Ewo Uncle Boho and Dra Alan and in some for ACI. Uncle Bo Maminchio on it for 10 minutes.
Yes, we're ready, you see, bro. Let's cool down. I mean, there after that, I'm now on your button. Yako. Let's cool down.
That's why he's in the boom for you.
And I think he's wearing something different. They will share for fan Twitter, no behavior in there. Why different attire? He's in a different mood. I don't know. Say, maybe I'm tossing. Ghana wants something. I tell her. And that, Mr. Kyerematen, ne book here, ne plan was about to go. I have a gospel according to Alan. That's good news according to Alan. And that was the book he ma journalists, some selected journalists in this country, was more ahead of time. The one ko book unumu won't read. Na we are won't be send question biara. Ocho wana juno. And also we feel there. Open church me ye. Inti ne da oni Ghana media share. Now, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I know that say I'm there in a hobby. But if you see the kind of in some Kyerematen, like if you head in some or Kane, and the most answer questions. Actually, man in Yimizio war. And you saw Zoom no or war Magana. And a bro have experience and achievement. Nashas or Kodu Ghana Musisiala. Na Ghana in a Ghana pa. Abakade, onfa or money friendship in Ninsa. This book, this plan, not a manifesto, is what indeed what we need in this country. But one some do be now, I mean, the issue of corruption. You can want some money pay. Most in Crawford, what for the we or money in Sika. A corner of father or card or behind corruption. No trauma, papa. Because it be real school. On your may be other. As no cash politicism. Obey executive. Be it regional or national. He own houses, he own cars. Nkofo so like when if you pa. Oko jiska. Nkofo bonizin is there kwa. I was talking to a journalist. No bo abente bi na o ka bente bi na asam. O ka there nzema nkoye. Na azaka de nyankunyi obi o MPP. Na msana kunyanku no so do man him akwa amokasa 20,000. Egbi se no more contract in Pompa does mo amokasa 20,000. 20,000. Chede wam chede oman de sabe was it totofe. And the miska wunyan wahin. Mr. Speaker, the miska wunyan wahin fa. Sabe we magicians are. Or you wanna what television who is bia na. Or you Ghana fu yinska ya. Sika so do aban ne fotrum. Motu mozi yempuntu juma. Na true procurement. So sourcing. The miska ne ko go bi no nkotokum. And that is what is killing this country. In Mr. Kyerematen, as some crowd came about corruption or trauma commando, apart from the fact that boldly we to my catch a Ghana for the Mr. Kyerematen, I have never been corrupt. I am not corrupt, and I will never be corrupt. And his track record, since all Shasdoli, both in public and the private life in India, he can boldly say that you're corrupt. Until leadership example is what he says to Ghanaians. First, leadership by example. One can say leader and can say usuban on corruption to then. Now, Esha Ghana, Mr. Speaker, I was a brow a good Rusia on Chebiano, a Baba inauguration or graduation. Yoko also have corruption. Special prosecutors also corruption. Shiraj is also corruption. NIB corruption. CID corruption. say asamba no ozo kwa ha e say onyame na mohwe e also dey no ohwe confusion ayabasa on corruption. Even definition of corruption, we have a problem with it as a country. Definition of conflict of interest, we have a problem. We have different definitions for corruption and conflict of interest in our books. So why wouldn't the politicians take advantage of this and make this country? Mr. Kyerematen, the first thing he would do, he will consolidate all corruption-related institutions. He will consolidate them into one institution, anti-corruption institution. Now I appoint anti-corruption czar, Oborod, the Lord of anti-corruption. Now we are send the special prosecutor OCCL no. No tuma odi ye juma no onya fi attorney general ho. Inti se atema attorney general owo tumu no wo bodambom. And that's a special prosecutor Pebiano we buto taman. We buto taman. Mr. Kyerematen Soba, one of the things we need to do as a nation, that which he will push for, on there, you need to amend the constitution so that that special anti-corruption zano, opinion prosecutorial powers, then Nankasa on his own can even prosecute attorney general if he is found to be corrupt. He can even prosecute the president, if he is found to be corrupt. That is how it could be to the Singapore. Where Singapore in there? In Singapore, what they do, which maybe we'll get there one day, is that say a public official, no one there is na toka. They will track you on the atokal and esidana. Now what's your salary edgy? Now say wakakabom no say ontum toka na. It is deemed there. So the burden of proof is not on the state. It is on you, the citizen, to prove that in Jessica. I believe we should get there one day. So that Sika yama minum wa botin gum yan papanom teachers, doctors, lawyers would depend on their salaries. The income tax nanzamanzama watet song one politicians, because Ghana fa koto abai weji honinti was one sabo boda musken was I wona busafu ye was I show mo akosku abrochi wa rent that we see what to talk then mo back at them abrochi what wona wutua tax wutua ton wa kodo wa bre. So corruption, I was so excited and it didn't end there. I say so obayo man penyina there will be something we call lifestyle auditing, asset tracking. There, in Kofo we waste now. This is that now. It is not in their names. Maybe one relative be. They will track all those relatives. Every baby will be what tracker no who there. Relative needs him. That's a relative no. On ye jume be Allah ubutu waste that now. The state will confiscate it because you have to prove that anyone is see. If we do that, as Mr. Kyerematen said, if we do that alone, I am telling you, we will never go to the IMF again. Because Sika, politicians for their personal use. That is why policy is so attractive that young men, when they were in university, the next thing they want to do is to go into politics because they know. I mean, my name is University. Okay, impeachment. Okay, NDC. Or then were Airport Hills. Or then were Trasaco. Or Cars Day. And people, Ghanaians don't want to look at these things. Netan biya yakobo busa. When politicians are siphoning, stealing the state money. That's why I'm saying that. Baby, you do not say, NDC, why be 16 years? NPP, why be 16 years? It's an argument between NDC and NPP. Who is less corrupt or who is more corrupt? That's the argument.
Very well.
And we are saying that with Mr. Kyerematen in the boot on the issue of corruption alone. And I'm saying that this book, Mr. Speaker, one can say read bookie. There's no bookie out. No politician has come out to say this is not a good book. No professor, no academician, nobody, no businessman. Because in this book, yesterday, I was listening to Samson Laddie. Something he said about this book. Also, this book will represent in Zama we have failed to do in this country. He endorsed this book. I believe Ghanaians might have opportunity to read this book. And if you read this book, there's no way you vote for NDC or MPP.
Very well.
A government of national unity in Keboma Bain with this book, which is a plan with Mr. Kyerematen as the president, Ghana will rise again.
Thank you. A quarter